gonna take a minute to go. But
yeah, I see that. Okay, no, yeah, okay, I got a notification. We're good. Dude, I saw you drop some money in that business, man. That's what's up, dude.
Dude, I'm excited, but I'm also I think we are live now. Yeah, but yeah, that was the biggest investment I've ever made into myself for sure, all at once.
Yeah.
Kind of scary, and I did not plan on doing that, but my partner.
Okay, I got a notification. We're good.
Yeah, my partner didn't want to put money into it, and
dude,
I was like,
you dropped some money in that business, man. That's what's up, dude.
oh, hold on a sec.
Feedback.
There we go. But I'm also 1 second. I think we are live now. Yeah, but okay, now we're good. Sorry, I'm a noob. This is my first time doing this in a while.
We're good, man. I definitely want to hear a little bit about that though. Like that, you know what I mean? Like that's what you got to do when you have a business, right? You got to invest it. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, dude. So for me, it's like my baby. My partner is more of an investor. He's not like an acrobat, so it's like not as interesting for him, but he is a pro skater. So now that we have skate shoes coming out, I think he'll be more like mentally invested into it. He owns a lot of real estate though, so he's more focused on that. But that's why I was like, all right, you know what? I will pay your portion of this and then take over some more equity within the company. And that was like huge bet on yourself, you know?
I mean, I did like big bet on yourself, but that's what you're doing, right? So I mean, yeah. you can't stop now. You're just, you're in the beginning in some ways, right? Or you're not in the beginning, but you're in the middle of building this brand. So you want to keep at it.
Yeah, there's no going back now.
No, I mean, yeah, too early for that. Yeah.
Yeah, but cleaning out your bank account to put it into a shoe company was that was a scary one, but it's still exciting, you know?
Yeah.
What I think is weird is like I'm so excited to work for free and not get paid, and I'm essentially paying to go to work, you know? That's the way this shoe company is for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not there yet with anything that I'm gonna build, but like I can imagine the feeling of taking what you got liquid and cash in the bank and then putting it all in the business, and like you see the amount of money in that bank account every day or somewhere, right? And savings, whatever, and then it's gone. It's a little scary, you know?
Yeah, dude. Like 2 days ago, I had 22 grand sitting in my bank account. I even had to borrow an extra 1,000 from my roommate. I was like, dude, can I borrow $1,000 right now? I'm going all in on off axis.
Yeah, that's cool.
YouTube, YouTube came in today and saved me.
Yeah, we did get paid for that. Was, you know what, man, to be honest with you, bro, this month or what I got paid today was the most I've had since I was been monetized. Yeah. So it was really nice because I haven't been doing any DoorDash because I got sick and I'm going on vacation. So that was really my plans working out, trying to have multiple streams of ways to make money to where if something happens to one of them, you're not struggling. You know what I mean? So that was it to get paid today. And it felt good. I mean, it's a lot of hard work sometimes and stuff, but I feel blessed, man. I feel really lucky. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Dude, this was my lowest payment I've ever received, at least in the last 2 years.
Really?
Yeah. I said the C word a few too many times, got a few videos flagged, said the...
And, you're an opinionated guy. So sometimes, you say certain things, the algorithm ain't going to like it, not every video can be a hit. You know what I'm saying? It goes in waves. I'm going to run into that, I'm sure, in probably a month or so. And it's part of the YouTube grind. I would imagine. I haven't been doing it that long, but I think that's probably normal in some regards,
Yeah. Yeah. I would avoid saying those words if I was you, because I got a little notification saying once you get 3 in a row of the little whatever, I don't know, they warn you. And there was a direct correlation of my ad revenue or this, and then just immediate sync.
Yeah, I keep it pretty PG on the channel. I don't really cuss or anything. I definitely talk about topics that might not... people might not like, but at the end of the day, I'm going to say what I want to say anyway. But I definitely don't cuss, only because I just don't. I cuss in my walking life, but I don't cuss on YouTube. but it is what it is.
I feel ya. But so you've been doing YouTube for what, a year now?
I started in end of February 2021. So it's been almost a year. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I went full-time January 2021.
Did you?
It was kind of sporadic, but
yeah,
it's been like a solid year. How's this? Because I feel like I haven't talked to you in like 4 months. How has the last 4 months been? What have you been doing?
A lot of YouTube, kind of building that brand and doing videos and trying to help as many people as possible. And I feel like I'm doing that. Each month, I feel like more people come to the channel. I get a lot of emails now and comments, I'm helping people and thank you for this or thank you for that. Like, that's been really cool because that's the intention of the channel from the beginning. So that's been nice. I've been doing Doordash and gig work a little bit less because I got a couple of vending machines now. Started that about 5 months ago. That's it. I mean, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Just trying to, 2021 for me was like, all right, let me do this YouTube. Let me try to start this business. Let me try to DoorDash a little bit full-time. And in 2022 is going to be DoorDashing more part-time, still doing videos, maybe adding 1 or 2 more vending machines possibly. And just kind of going from there, trying to get one more passive stream of income. But the YouTube's still going to be, I'm still going to make videos just about every day in 2022 because I think I enjoy it. I'm making money doing it. I'm helping people. It's kind of like a win-win in all scenarios as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to keep doing it. Even if the money stops coming in, I'll still make videos because I do enjoy it. So.
Yeah, I do too. It's definitely one of the most rewarding things. Like one of the best jobs I ever had was being a personal trainer. And that was because I was teaching so many people and changing their lives and stuff. And YouTube's kind of the same way. If you can see people that are like receiving value from your channel, it's like a super rewarding feeling. Tell me about these vending machines, because I saw that on your channel the other day and I wrote that down. I was like, oh, I got to talk to him about that.
Yeah. So, excuse me. They're not, okay. These are 2 used vending machines that I purchased. One I got for really, really, really cheap on the low because it needed some work done. That's the one that's actually doing really well for me because I took it over from a guy that hadn't done anything with it for like a year and a half. Like COVID hit and stuff like that. So it was sitting in this kind of like auto body shop area. And it used to, I know, because I know the guy that works at auto body shop, he used to do really well. The guy just like left it there. He wasn't filling it up anymore. He was COVID, whatever, right? He just left it there. So I bought it from the dude. He helped me, clean it up a little bit, showed me the ropes. I paid him to help me clean it. It needed to have a credit card reader attached. So I had to buy that, attach that in there. And that's the one that's doing okay. But it's not like a big one. It doesn't, vending machines make you a lot of money. Not, and from what I've learned, if you've got 100 vending machines in your town, you can make a living off that. I have 2. So for me, it's like, it's going to take me all this year to recoup that money back that I invested. But basically 2023, I might be able to make $500-600 a month on the vending machines. If I have 2, I'll take that. That's extra $500 a month, right? That could be that's a car payment, that's a cell phone bill and an electrical bill for very little bit of work. You're talking 3 hours every 3 weeks to shop and stock it. So, I mean, the other one is a newer machine. It's used, but it's newer than the other one. And I basically got it in a spot that's not really great right now, but I didn't really know what I was doing. So I'm going to have to move that. But to move these things, I got to have, they're heavy. I don't have a truck. To even get them where I was at was kind of difficult. Yeah. So I have to figure out what I want to do with that one. It's close to SLU University. Yeah. It's a high traffic area, but like it's in a spot where nobody really knows it's there. So a lot of the stuff I put in there, I've had to throw away because it's expired or whatever. But yeah, it's good. I mean, I haven't made any of my money back yet, but I knew that. But I saw a need in my area and I thought this could be fun. Even if it doesn't go well and it tanks, it wasn't like a huge investment, but I wanted to figure out what's another stream of income. And that was one that I looked into. So.
Dude, that's so crazy because I don't know anyone who's in the vending machine business. I've never even thought about that as like income or anything. I always thought like just some big business did that stuff. So you actually kind of like buying houses and then you just place them in certain spots.
Yeah, I mean, it's you can't just place it anywhere. You have to, I build a relationship with these 2 spots. The one, I know the guy that runs this auto mechanic shop. So And he gets it. Yeah, what you also have to understand in most cases, even in the big businesses like the vending co's or whatever, or Pepsi, the places that you put him at, you got to give them a cut of that cut of that money. So I had to cut him in a little bit. This was very like handshake, kind of like, all right, I'm going to put a vending machine here. Let's see how it goes. We'll do it for 6 months. I got to talk to the guy in February, see if it's working for him. Does he like it? Is he happy with what's going on there? Do the people like what's in the machine? Like, this is a real base level thing, but because it's not, I don't have an LLC for it or anything like that, but it's going to be eventually, if I get a couple more machines, I'll make it into something. That's the goal. Because if I get up to 4 machines, maybe 2023, 2024, I could be making $1,000 a month in profitability with those 4 machines. That's possible. If I keep my costs still low and I don't have to throw away a lot of things I buy. So I'll take that. I'm just trying to figure out how to make a little bit more money, each month in my life for the next 5 years or so. That's kind of a goal of mine. And 2021, I did that. So I feel pretty good about it. So 2022 has been off to a rough start because I haven't been able to work, but so I'm behind to start the year, but that's all right. It happens.
Yes. That's a very interesting business. How much does a vending machine cost?
It depends. I mean, you can get a super cheap vending machine on Craigslist that might be run down for $500. You might spend $5,000 on one that's a little bit better shape. You know what I mean? So there's vending machines out there. There's a lot of derelict vending machines that might not be running, need to be cleaned, super old, that you could get really, 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 really cheap, like a few $100s. And you might have to put in another few hundred to get them up and running. And then there's ones that are going to be thousands of dollars. You could buy one that might be 10 grand, like a brand new one. It can hold a lot of things in it. It's all automated, things like that. I'm not spending that much money. I needed to start at a very base level to see if it's even worth my time and energy before I would go and have a vending machine business. I don't consider it a business. Right now, I'm testing it out to see if it can become a business for me. It's kind of how I look.
So, dude, I feel like you could like name your vending machines, like Pedros vending machines or something like that.
I don't have any. They're not named. They're not named at all. But yeah. Actually, one of the vending machines still has the other guys. I couldn't get like this decal sticker that he had on it, like the Pepsi. Like it's like I guess he got it from Pepsi or something. I can't get that. It has like even their phone number on it, so I had to like scratch out the number, but it still has the Pepsi logo on it. But it's got more Pepsi in it. So yeah, so these aren't ones that are like. I mean, I'm proud of them, but they're not fancy machines. This real base level. I'm starting off real cheap to see if it's even worth it. So
yeah, that's good though. You put your money into other things because YouTube you're going to get that nice tax bill at the end of the year from YouTube. So that's that was why I made that big investment. I was like, dude, I got to get rid of some money right now. Otherwise I'm going to pay a bunch in taxes.
Yeah. I'm not ready for the YouTube part. I mean, I'm ready for the gig 1099 and all that. I got some of that information already from Stride or Stripe or whatever, but the YouTube I haven't. I mean, I got money saved for taxes, but I'm going to pay somebody. I use QuickBooks and I'm going to pay somebody to help me with the taxes to figure out all the tax cuts I can get, since this was the first year I've ever been full-time 1099. It's the first year since I was basically 16. I never had a W-2. So, you know what I mean? Like, so that's a little scary, but I'll figure it out. I'm going to pay somebody a few $100 to, help me out.
If you want, you could go through my guy too. He does like independent contractors pretty well. He's for like the last 3 years. It's like $400, but totally worth it because it's like legit. And he gets you. I mean, he's pretty smart,
I think $400 is definitely worth it. Yeah,
totally worth it. All right, I got some questions for you. All
What's
right,
up?
who was Pedro back in high school?
Oh, oh man. Okay. That's a good question. Nobody's asked me that question before or in a long time. Pedro in high school. Okay. Pedro was athlete in high school.
What sports?
I did basketball, track, played a little baseball.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10". So I'm not a big guy, not a tall guy. Yeah. I was somebody that liked to get in trouble, liked girls. He was always chasing the prettiest girl in school. That was big to me. I did okay in school. I carried it. I did well in school. I took school seriously. It was important. But I was kind of a knucklehead, man. I just wanted to have fun. I thought I knew more than I knew, and just sports was a big thing for me. Basketball was really big. Once I hit my junior year, I was pretty decent. I spent a lot of time. I did track and basketball full-time junior and senior year. So that was a big part of my growing up. And then right out of high school, I had a kid. So whole world flipped upside down. So
right out of high school?
So I was so the year after. Yeah, I was a freshman in college, community college, and then had a kid right then. So
you have 2 kids?
I have 2. Yeah. I have a 20-year-old, if you can believe that.
Yes.
I know. And then a 6-month-old. So I basically had 2 different lives. Like I just started over. I feel great about it. But yeah, I had a daughter when I was 19. So
that's crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. What about you? Who's Tanner in high school? I know you're a few years younger than I am.
Yeah, 31. I was definitely like a jock kid, but kind of like the weird one that went and rode scooters around the school as soon as school ended. That was kind of what everyone knew me for, was like the scooter kid.
Okay.
And eventually I stopped hanging out at my high school because like I went to a pretty ghetto high school. I did not.
In Vegas, or where at? Cali?
Yeah, Los Angeles. I'm from East LA, from El Monte, California. I didn't like my area. I didn't really get along with like my friends. A lot of my friends were just getting into trouble and stuff. So I eventually just started going down to San Clemente, which is like Orange County. And senior year, I was mostly just hanging out there. But I would say, yeah, in high school, I was like, I would get picked on a lot. I was like 4'11" until my junior year. So I was like the smallest kid in the whole school.
For 4'11" till your junior year? Oh, no way, man.
Dude, I wrestled wrestled 103s. Yeah. My freshman and sophomore year. So 103 pounds.
Wow.
I didn't even weigh that much.
You're not a small guy now.
No, I'm like 5'10", like 170. But
yeah, you weigh more. We're the same height, but you weigh more than I do. But 104, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah. And then junior year, I grew like 10 inches. And I wrestled 135s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you got to cut weight. So when you're like 104, you're 104 on the scale, but you look bigger than 104. That's how I know wrestling, right? Like you're cutting it. Like this is like boxing or something, right? Those guys got to cut weight, or UFC. Like Conor McGregor might come in at 155, but the dude ain't 155 walking around the next day. He's like 170, 175,
Yeah, that's not really like that in high school, though. You may maybe cut a few pounds. I actually never had to cut weight, though. I would always just be that exact weight, because in wrestling, it's different. You weigh in and then you wrestle that same day. So you can't really like dehydrate yourself like they do in the UFC, because they weigh in the day before. But some people do it like a little bit, but it's not that crazy.
That's wild. So were you a lady chaser like me in high school?
For sure. I was the like only white kid in my whole high school, so I got a lot of ladies.
That's wild.
This is when Ryan Sheckler, do you know who that is? He's like a skateboarder.
He had an MTV show.
Yeah. So when he was really popular, I was like the white skater kid. And I also knew Ryan Sheckler too at the same exact time. Like I would go down to San Clemente, and that's the skate park I would be going to. And I even gave like his little brother scooter lessons before.
Wow, that's what's up. That dude was remember, he was a big deal. He was making a lot of money as a kid back in the day, man.
Yeah. Crazy.
I mean, I'm sure he's still doing well for himself now. He's probably doing something, but I remember that show. Yeah. That's wild. So the only white kid at school, I mean, that can't be easy sometimes, I would imagine.
Nah, I quit the soccer team because no one spoke English on the soccer team.
Yeah.
So this isn't going to be fun. Just everyone calls me Wedo everywhere I go,
It's weird. It's funny you had that experience, because I'm Puerto Rican, right? And the schools I went to were very mixed, black, white, a lot of Bosnian community actually in St. Louis came in from Bosnia back in like 95, 96, 97, black, white, Asian, like very mixed high schools. I went to high schools, and I always blended kind of with everybody, because that was just me. Like I had a lot of black friends, white friends, brown friends. Like at the lunch table I sat at was just like a mix of everybody, which was cool. But like being Puerto Rican is hard sometimes because I was the only Puerto Rican kid in my school. Usually, I think there was one other guy. So it's like people think you're Mexican, but you're not Mexican. There wasn't any other Mexican, so it's like you're Hispanic. So it's like, all right, like people want to know who you are, like who you fit with and stuff. So that was always kind of weird. But I hung out with everybody in high school. Like, I didn't have, I wasn't a kid that like, got into fights or anything like that. I was always just playing sports, hanging out with girls, trying to be cool, and that was it. Like, I didn't really have a lot of trouble or anything like that.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Did you ever go to college, by the way?
Yeah, I went to Merrimack, played basketball there, community college for a year, then found out I was going to have a kid and stopped going. I shouldn't have, but I did. And then I started working full time at the job I had and was trying to get money going and figure out, all right, how am I going to provide for this kid? And yeah, so I only went to school for college for 1 year.
Nice. All right. So what's the future of Pedro's DoorDash career? How often are you doing it now?
Oh man, bro. So 2021, I was dashing on average. I probably dashed 40 hours a week for the whole year. 2022, I'm going to take that down to about 30 hours, maybe less. I'm going to be doing a lot less dashing. I'll probably dash in the next couple months, 5 days a week. And then maybe once I get to March or April, probably 4 days a week. I have a plan to kind of dash less because I want to build other revenue streams and other ways to make money. I have an exit strategy. Like in 2023, I should be doing very little amount of dashing. Similar to how you do. You do your daily dash, you turn it on, you make a few bucks to pay for a meal or to do this or whatever. I want to still I still want to be able to dash in that way because I do think it's a good way to make some side hustle money, but I don't plan on doing it full time for a extended period of time. Yeah. I don't think the apps are intended for that. I think they're intended to do it if you've lost a job or if you just need some side money for this, or you want to pay for a vacation and you don't want to dip into savings, but you're willing to compromise some of your time for some money. I don't think the side app should be like, all right, I'm just going to do this and treat it like a job and do it 5 days a week for 5 years. I don't think that that's smart, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think you got to be building towards something. I talk a lot about that on my channel, and I get a lot of heat for that because I know there's a lot of OG drivers that have been driving for a while, and that's what they do, and that's cool. But that's just not for me, and I don't want to. I just don't want to. I don't want to be delivering McDonald's when I'm, older. I want to build something for myself. You know what I'm saying? So if I have to do it because I fail, because people fail, I got no problem. I mean, I'll clean toilets. I'll do whatever needs to be done to make the money. But at the end of the day, I got a plan to where I don't want to be having to do that stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Hang on, I'm just changing the title of this video.
Yeah, it says Tanner Markley's Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
That's going to attract a lot of people.
Yep, there we go. Now I got you in there. What was the next thing I had written down?
Oh, this guy said, CP Trading and Gig Life Talk. He went to Merrimack as well. Forest Park campus. I know exactly what he's talking about. The culinary school back when I went there was huge. They pumped like millions of dollars into that. So there's somebody in here that's from St. Louis, or at least they live there. So,
oh shit.
Yeah.
I saw someone in there said they were from El Monte as well. That's my hometown.
That's what's up. Oh, I see that. Yeah. Jorge.
Yeah.
Jorge, do you know Tanner? Let us know. Drop us the gems on what Tanner's really like from back in the day, if you know him.
I actually have a lot of people hit me up and they're like, dude, I was looking up DoorDash videos the other day and you popped up.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I haven't had that I know that's like reached out to me and said, hey, I saw you on YouTube. But I do have people that I don't know when I'm dashing that say, hey, I know you from YouTube. That happens once or twice a week, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like, I see people staring at me and I'm like, why are they staring at me? Like, what's going on? This guy wants the business. What's up? And then, they're just like, oh, I saw you on YouTube. Thanks, man. And I usually try to chat with them. It's kind of nice when people recognize you from YouTube and you can have a chat with them and ask them questions. I think it's kind of cool,
Yeah. Yeah. I had one guy, I was filming a vlog while this happened too. I was at the gas station and this guy pulls up and just slams on his brakes right next to me. And I thought in my head, I was about to get robbed. And this guy rolls out of the window. It's like, dude, I watch your YouTube channel. I was like, oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. It happens a couple of times. It's always kind of nice. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. And what other apps are you doing? Anything right now? Uber?
I keep Uber Eats and DoorDash on at the same time. I have Instacart. I tried it. I hated it, kind of like you did. I only did 4. It's not great in my market. It takes up too much time. I'm way too impatient for Instacart. So all the Instacart people out there, I got mad respect for y'all. It ain't for me. I can make good money with DoorDash and Uber. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'll just do those 2 apps. That's all I got.
Yeah. Someone's asking if I'm going to cut back on the clickbait videos, and not right now. They're gonna go up because my ad revenue is low. So I got to get some clicks.
That's Omar. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, Omar and Roy are in here. Omar and Roy are everywhere.
Oh, that's funny. So I have all right. I got a quick. All right. What's the first word you think of when I say these names?
Okay.
Right. A little trivia, not trivia, but little game. All right. First word you think of: Tony Zhu.
Cheap.
Cheap. Bentley Coupe.
Funny.
Hannibal's hungry.
Hannibal. Cool.
Cool. Roy will be Roy.
Opinionated.
That's a good one. Joe Biden.
Clown.
Joe Rogan.
First, ego.
Chad the gig economist.
Sad. Yeah.
Why sad?
He stopped making videos for a while. He took his channel down. He brought it back. Now he doesn't do any videos. He took all his social media down. Then he came back. I think he got his feelings hurt because people weren't watching his videos. So I think he's sad. That's why I say sad. That's not an insult. That's what I think. I think he's sad that his channel didn't do well. So
yeah, I feel him right now with my videos really low. Like, oh well. That was all the names I wrote down.
That was fun.
Yeah. And then I have, what Gigtuber would you want to have your back if you got in a fight in a bar?
Roy,
that's probably who I would want to.
the ex-biker. Like, me and Roy don't get along on a lot of things. I don't think we are the kind of guys that would be like friends, great friends outside of, but like Roy's a big dude. He's been a biker. So I would imagine he can probably handle himself pretty well. So yeah, I'll take Roy to have my back.
I feel like he's probably been in a couple bar fights.
I would assume he's been in some kind of fights if you're a biker. I mean, I'm not a biker, but I can handle myself pretty well. But I would say Roy. He's a big dude. He doesn't look like he's a scared guy. So I'll take him.
All right. What is your favorite newer Gigtuber that's out there right now?
Ooh, like new.
A lot that popped up this past year.
Man. Dash or Pass is my favorite YouTuber. She's only got like 280 subs. She doesn't have a lot of videos, but I love her personality, her sense of humor. She reminds me of a family member I have, like how she is and how quirky she is and just cool. I love her channel. She does little shorts. She's actually making a second channel, I think, with like some snowboarding stuff because she's moving to, I think, Denver or Colorado or somewhere. Really like her channel a lot. I watch anything she puts out. I think she's super smart. I think she's different within this space. Yeah, that's who I like.
What was it called? Dash or Pass?
Dash or Pass. Yeah. Or Pass.
I'm gonna write that down and check it out.
Yeah. Check her out, man. She's cool. I think you'll like it. She just did a video, I think yesterday or the day before. Maybe she did a video in the last couple of days. It's only a couple minutes, and she's setting up a snowboarding. I don't even know what you would call it, snowboarding area. And she's snowboarding. She's got a GoPro. It's real cool, man. I think it's up your alley. So
sick. Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
All right.
What about what newer person do you enjoy?
I got to be honest. I don't watch any. I'm subscribed to you and UDM.
Yeah. I remember you saying that before, actually, a few months ago. So yeah, I do remember you saying a lot of people you watch are not in the gig space.
None. I watch strictly like business podcasts and stuff. And
yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks lately. I got this app called Blinkist, and it basically shortens books up to 20 minutes. So you can read like 10 books a day. or just get like the highlights from them. So I've been using that a lot. Yeah, I'm reading 10x, the 10x rule by Grant Cardone right now.
I know Grant Cardone. I know Grant. I watched a lot of his stuff last year, and it wasn't for me. I obviously he does something right, but like I couldn't get down with his vibe. But I know Grant Cardone, the 10x stuff. My brother went to one of his conferences, paid like a stupid amount of money to go. Yeah, I tried to watch him, and I like some of his stuff because he's such an energetic dude. You know what I mean? Like he's like energetic guy. Like, and he obviously knows, and he does well. But I couldn't get down with him. I need to read more though. I don't read anything. I watch way too much YouTube right now. I watch way too many gig channels. And I feel like maybe I'm part of the issue, but there's too much drama in the gig world right now, and it should not be. There's just too much. And maybe I'm part of it because I have an opinion, you know, but it's just, I watch too much of it. I need to scale back and start watching other things that I actually enjoy. Because sometimes now I'm watching just to see what's going on, but I'm not really enjoying it, if that makes sense.
Is there other drama in the, like, what would be an example?
It's always something, man. Like,
there's just that one guy that's like trolling all the time.
Yeah, there's that guy. We know about him, but there's other. It's just stuff. Everybody's got an opinion, which is cool, but like, there's too much of this back and forth sometimes within the community, and it really does a disservice, I think, overall. And I'll be the first to admit, I think I'm part of the problem sometimes, because I make so many videos, and people look for those videos. They look for me to say something wrong, or they look to see what my opinion is, and then they're gonna react to it. And I get that all the time, and I think I'm very humbled by it. But at the end of the day, I got to just stop watching. And I actually have the last couple of weeks. I've just stopped watching certain channels because I'm not getting anything from it. And I want to start watching some content that I can actually learn from. And that's going to be kind of a focus of mine, because I need to do that.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that lately. Like, I sometimes watch channels that don't make me feel good. Like, yeah. It's kind of like I stopped watching horror movies like by choice a while ago because I was like, why do I ever want to be more scared walking around my house or something? Or same thing for YouTube channels. Like, why do I want to feel negative after I watch a YouTube video or something like that? And I've been doing it with comments a lot lately too. If people comment negative stuff, like in 4 Hour Workweek, he talks about 90% of your problems come from 10% of your audience or clients or something.
Or employees. If you ever run a business, if you got 100 employees, 90% of your problems are going to come from just a handful. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been blocking a lot of people that leave negative comments lately, and people get mad and they're like, he deletes the comments and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to be going through my day. It's going all good. And then someone leaves like this comment and they're just trying to dig into you. And I'm like, I'm just done with that, you know?
Yeah, no, I hear you. I've deleted a handful of comments. It's been a little while. I had to delete a couple the other day because it was just people I know. There's a difference between, to me, like a troll and somebody that thinks differently. If you think differently, I'm not going to delete your comment because I'm not right about everything. Nobody is. Right? You know, people can chat. Like, I'm all for that. I've been on other channels. I've had debates with people, and it's always respectful. I am for that all day long. You know what I'm saying? That's how people grow. You got to listen to other people that have a different perspective. But then there are people that you can tell, because I'm smart enough to know they're trying to dig or trying to get at me or my subscribers. And then I see the threads get a little long, and it's like, what are we doing here? This video was about this. And now we're talking about this, right? Yeah. It's not, that to me it doesn't make any sense. It's the sad people that want attention. And I'll debate anybody on that. If you're leaving comments that are like a different opinion, that's cool. If you're trolling and you're trying to egg on, you are a sad human being. And you need to keep it pushing. If I got to block you, I'll block you. I got no problem with that. Yeah. Like, one of my favorite sayings is Michael Jordan's not leaving negative YouTube comments. Anyone is not leaving negative YouTube comments for fun. But I do enjoy that if people have an opposite opinion. If I don't like, or if I disagree with something, I just don't watch them anymore. There's some people I've unsubscribed to, and I don't watch, and I click, don't recommend this channel, and I don't ever see their stuff anymore. That's all you have to do. And, people that are doing well and that are positive and that are successful and that have plans don't typically want that kind of energy around it, right? So, and I got to do better because sometimes I'll read things and I'll react to it or whatever. But I'm going to do a lot less of that because at the end of the day, I got too many other things to really worry about than people that don't agree with me about DoorDash. It's freaking, it's not that big of a deal, right? Like I got enough videos, tips and tricks for a lifetime, right? At the end of the day, it's gig work and we shouldn't be that riled up about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. Yeah, I actually have a funny story. The other day I had a dream about you.
Okay, that's interesting. Some people would be very interesting.
Not to sound like a homo or anything like that. I'm just saying I had a dream about you. And the reason was because I always like to fall asleep to podcasts. It's like something that can ease my mind and make me focus on one thing. And I was listening to the PBD podcast, which is what I listen to the most, right? But after PBD, the next in the subscriptions is Pedro Doordash Santiago.
Okay.
So as soon as that video finished, your videos just started popping up, but I was already asleep, right? So I'm dead asleep and I'm having these dreams of doing DoorDash. And I'm like, it was like this, it was like a bad dream. I could never find the order. Like I couldn't figure out the destination. My GPS didn't work and all that. And then I wake up and then like one of your videos is just playing in the background. And I'm like, that's why I had a dream about doing DoorDash.
That's your subconscious. Hey man, you could play my videos all night when you're sleeping, bro. You can give me those ad dollars in the watch. I got no problem with that, bro. I'm for all that.
Yeah. It made me think, I was like, man, I wonder if that happens to anyone else. Like if they fall asleep and listen to YouTube videos. Cause I don't know. That's for some reason what I do like every night before I go to bed is like, I'll just play something. So there's like some kind of noise. Cause I have a problem going to sleep. It's hard. It's hard to shut my brain off. I have like so much going.
So let me help you with this. Cause I had the same thing. I'm used to be more of a night owl, stay up till 2, 3 in the morning. I used to work restaurant jobs or casino jobs. I get home sometimes 12, 1, 2 in the morning. So I'd stay up till 3 or 4 sometimes. Right. Yeah. But like, you got to make your living space like dark and like no electronics, no sound. Like you shouldn't eat a lot or drink a lot before you go to sleep. Like that's how you get bad sleep. Because I used to do that. I used to always have to sleep with the TV on, and your brain can still be up when you have that light and like sound around you. So like me, man, now when I'm tired, bro, I'm like, I'll watch some TV. I go right to bed, in the covers, lights out, and then I'm usually out within 5-10 minutes. Yeah. But I don't got no sound, no lights around me at all.
Yeah, lately I've been going to the gym and I do cryo, and then I sit in the sauna for 30 minutes after. And by the time I get home, I'm like falling asleep no matter what. And also I stopped drinking. I've been drinking these Zevia things.
Okay, yeah, it's like the low-cal.
It's like an alcohol substitute for me, basically.
Okay, like, yeah.
0 calories. I'm like, what is in this thing? There's nothing, but it tastes like a normal soda.
Interesting.
There's no way this isn't bad for you. Like, what is it?
Is it almost like a seltzer water or something like that? I mean, it's carbonated, obviously, right?
It tastes exactly. It's not like a seltzer because it's not. It's got like the full flavor and everything.
Yeah.
You get them at Whole Foods, but I don't know. They're super good.
Had alcoholic drink 3 weeks, man. I was in Florida, had a couple drinks, one or two nights down there, and then I haven't had anything to drink because I haven't been feeling well and like nothing. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I like to tie one off a little too much every once in a while, but I've slowed down a little bit as I gotten older. So
yeah. Did you catch the C,
Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
I got it. I tested positive Monday the 10th.
Monday the 10th? Oh.
Yep.
Recently? Like 11 days ago?
And I haven't been working. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm going back to work this Monday. I don't have any symptoms. I ordered these at-home tests because I went to this rapid place on the 10th to go get a test. And then like they test you. And then like within 15 minutes, I got an email result. It was like that, right? The whole process was like 5 minutes combined. Driving home, get an email, positive. Shit. So it didn't work, nothing. And I ordered some at-home tests. Like there's some free ones you can get now. So we ordered 4 of those. I thought they'd be in the mail today. They didn't come. Hopefully they come tomorrow. But I don't have any symptoms. I haven't had any for like 8 days. So I'm going to work on Monday.
Nice. And when you say work, you're just going dashing?
Just out. Yeah. Dashing. Yeah. I got to check the machines out. back to making some YouTube ride-alongs. Like, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Hey, that could be your daily dash is you go and do your vending machine fill-ups. And on the way to each one, you get a dash. Like me going to the gym and dropping off the shoes. Yours is going to the vending machine.
Yeah, I'm going to put that in some videos at some point this year. Me going shopping at Costco, filling up the machine, checking out the money. Like, I'm going to do a video or two of that. But I don't know if I'll do the dashing with it, because the process of like shopping and filling the machines, you're talking 3.5 hours. But I could film some of that and cut it down to like a 20-minute video or something like that. So I'll definitely do something like that.
Yeah. I want to start filming more behind the scenes stuff for like what I'm doing with my footwear company. Cause the only thing I ever film is like me doing Doordash and stuff. And that's like less than 5% of my day.
Right. Well, and I think, you know, there's, I'm sure there's another niche or genre of like that kind of video. Like, you know, I got a business and come follow me, and my, you know, there's a sneakerheads and things like that. Like, you can get into a whole nother space if you start making a few videos like that. And you might land in an area where you get some good views possibly too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Lebowski's in the house. What up, Gig Lebowski, Dashing Grandpa, Pull My Gig, Delivering with Ellen. I know all these people, man. That's what's up. Laura D in the house. Yeah, that's what's up. Donna, you got some good people in here, man. Yeah, Rhode Island Hiker, Kevin. I'm sure I missed some names, but there's some good people in here. Side Gig, yeah.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions, start asking them, and then we'll go back to the questions in a second. All right, I got a question for you, though.
Okay.
Choose 2 Gigtubers to have a beer with. Who would they be?
Oh, man. Hannibal, and I will have one with him. We're going to do that gig conference still. I will have to chat about that at some point. Another. I love to have a beer with Hannibal. And the second Gigtuber to have a beer with. Let me see. I would probably there's that Megan Risman girl. She's got a lot of energy. She looks like she'd be somebody to sit at a bar with and possibly have a drink, and she probably could have a good time. So I would pick those 2 because I think they're different kind of personalities too. So those would be my 2 I'd pick.
Yeah, that girl's pretty hot.
You think she's
the other day? I think so.
I think she's cute. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, she's definitely cute. Yeah, she's cute. She looks like she could be a sister or something. So maybe that's why I don't. Because she's like real like high energy like me. She's kind of thin. Like, you know, she's cool though, man. Her channel blew up this year. Like she blew up. Oh yeah, she's got like probably 15,000 subs.
Oh shit.
In 8 months. Yeah, she's killing it, dude. Her videos are really good. Her editing's really good. Like, she's legit. She does 1 video a week. She's really good. Yeah. And she did a video where she went to that I don't know what it's called, something EDC or something. It was out in Vegas, I think.
Or Burning Man.
Or something. Yeah. So she did like 2 videos where she went out there. I think she's somebody that knows how to have a good time. Yeah. So she'd be fun to have a drink with.
Yeah. All right. Who would you go into business with?
Oh man. I mean, I think of you first because you obviously have, you know, some business acumen and are running some things. So that's, I mean, I can't think of anybody else I can think of that I know within this space. But I think, you know, when you're going into business, it's got to be like, it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody that knows a lot about business, but you could be in business with somebody that plays off your weaknesses, you know, and does other things you do well that you don't, but you know what I'm saying? And has a passion for the same thing. But yeah, so that's harder to say because it's tough. It depends on the business too, you know?
Yeah. I think finding someone that with a lot of passion for what you're doing is more important than like finding someone with a bunch of like a great skill set.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause you got to grind. You're going to work, you know, it's going to be every day you're going to work. You're going to be in your business every day doing something, whether it's setting up a meeting, buying some things, actually working in some kind of sweat equity role, depending on what your business is, right? There's no days off. So you got to have passion. If you're not passionate about it, I mean, that's where you have to have that number one, I would think, right?
Yeah. All right. What was your first tattoo you got? And then most recent tattoo you got?
Ooh, first tattoo. First tattoo was, I don't know if you can see it. This tattoo right here, it's the Boricua tattoo. That I got that when I was 16 or 17. Yeah, it still looks pretty good. I built everything around it. The last tattoo I got is on the back of my calf. It's a Taino sun symbol. The Taino Indians were the Indians that were on the island of Puerto Rico, and it's the symbol for sun. I got that on. So I'm getting some leg work done. That was the last one I got. I was supposed to go see the guy last Thursday, but I got COVID and couldn't see him. So I won't be able to see him again for like another month or two. That kind of sucks, but.
Let's see, any questions in the chat? What are some business YouTubers you would recommend?
Ooh, the Roll On Hiker. Good question.
I would say Patrick Bet David, Valuetainment is my number one. Like I paid $4,000 to see that guy in a conference this year. That guy
we went, that was months ago, right?
Yeah. It was in Florida. And it was called The Vault. It was a really expensive conference, and the freaking hotel was $400 a night. Gigantic waste of money there. I should have stayed in the hotel across the street.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could have got a cheaper hotel and then just drove down the road.
I was like, I'm gonna do it for the experience, and it's a tax write-off. But that was a huge eye opener. So I would say, if you watch Valuetainment, like you will grow the quickest if you want to be in business. Valuetainment is probably the number one. Do you ever watch that channel?
No, I've heard of it, but I've never watched it. I got to start watching other kind of content because right now I'm watching basically gig stuff, sports, and yeah. So I gotta broaden it out a little bit more. I've been slacking on that.
All right, I got a good question from John Carrier. What motivates you guys to keep making content every day, even when there is like nothing new? How do you come up with creative things to keep subscribers' attention? That is such a good question.
Ooh, you answer that first, man.
I have no idea. Like I literally will like wake up and then I'll be like, all right, let's check the comment section, see if there's any good questions. If nothing pops up, then I'll Google DoorDash news.
Okay.
If nothing pops up, I'll go to the emails and like see if there's any good email questions, which I do have a lot of emails I still have to respond to. We'll get to those.
Yeah.
And then if not any of those, then I just start driving around and think of some clickbait bullshit to get people to click on. Anytime I make a good video, no one watches it. And if I come up with some shitty video, or if the word deactivate is in it or something like that, gets all the clicks. I know. Like every time I put out a good video, I'm like, this has so much good content in it. Just it's like one of those ones where it gets a 10 out of 10 on your YouTube page, and you're like, oh, it's doing horrible.
Yeah. I would say when I first started my channel, I never had an idea what I was going to talk about for the first few months. And I just recorded, showed orders, gave tips and tricks, relatability, and like whatever happened. I still do that now, but I also now, because my audience is bigger, I do get people that send me emails or whatever, or I feel like I have a little bit of a responsibility to report on certain topics, to give my opinion and or show you what's really happening in real time as I'm dashing, because I'm an active dasher. I don't just, make videos to make them. Like when I make a video, it is a ride along, and then I'll talk about a topic as I'm riding along. So my videos are very rarely planned. Sometimes I have a planned topic I'll talk about in the beginning, and I still do a ride along. And I'm going to show you what the orders I take, what happened along the journey. And I think that's why people watch, because they're coming to watch me. They don't care like necessarily what order, or they don't really care what the topic is. I think they're coming just to hear me ramble and rant and see what stupid thing I'm going to say that day, or what smart thing I might say. I think that's why people watch. And my videos are kind of long, and I think some people like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just turn the camera on and I just go. And it's rarely a topic I have in mind beforehand. It's usually like, all right, like you said, like you might get an email or something, or, DoorDash just deactivated a bunch of people, or they changed the base pay, or Uber Eats did this, and I'll talk about that, and then we'll just go make money. So that's what I've been doing pretty much all year.
Yeah. CP Trading and Gig Life Talk says, I'm debating starting a pressure washing business this spring. Just want to tell you, you should start it now. Start it now. Start working on it now. Too many people say,
if
want
the
to start a
spring,
business and then they never
yeah,
get around to it. Like if you want to start a business, start it now. And like I started a business and my first one I started was a freaking clothing line. And then I soon realized I don't even like fashion really. Like I wear a blank t-shirt everywhere I go. And I was like, why did I start a clothing line? This is a stupid idea. I'm not
yeah,
interested in this at all. But I learned a lot from just starting the business. So just starting a business instead of talking about it, it's probably going to fail statistically. Like I think it's like 80% of businesses fail,
oh yeah,
but you will learn. It's not like a loss, it's a lesson.
yeah, oh for sure. I mean, I'm not somebody that has started a business. I went into business for a year doing some restaurant consulting with two buddies, and it didn't work. And I just was in over my head. I hated doing it, you know, and it really sucked. And then I just got back into the restaurants doing it myself. But yeah, man, I mean, you got to just do it. I think you got to have a little knowledge, but you got to be passionate about what it is, have a little knowledge, and you got to just grind, and you just got to go out there and do it, whatever business you want to start. That's the only advice I would give somebody. But
All right. Shout out the person who comments on the most of your videos.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a lot to comment on.
First person that comes to your
The
mind.
first person that just came to my mind was Joseph Long. I would say for the last couple of months, 2 months, I'd say Joseph Long is usually one of the first commenters. He comments on every video, and I look at probably 90% of my comment, because when I put a video out, and I'm going to share something with y'all, and I'm going to be completely transparent. I used to put videos out at like 4 o'clock or 6, and they were all over the place. Then I decided 8:30 p.m. my time, 9:30 Central, and it's been working because that's the time that I can dedicate where I know the rest of my day's responsibilities are over, and I can actually be in the comment section and respond back in live time with people and give them the respect. They're respecting my video and watching and commenting. I want to comment right back usually. Yeah. And I try to do that. It's hard now because there are a lot of people comment, but even the next day I dedicate about 30 minutes of that day. All right, let me go back in the comment section, see if there's something worth hearting or commenting, see what's going on here. Because that's how I respect my viewers and the people that choose to watch. So that's why I have a schedule. I do 8:30 on purpose because I want to be able to respect my viewers and comment back. Because if I make a video at this time, I might not be able to comment because I'm working or I got the baby. So, you know, I do that out of love and respect for the people that comment. And Joseph Long is the first person I thought of just now, because the last couple months, he's in every video. But like Pull My Gig is in there, and Holly, Bud Soda comments in almost every video. Like, there's a lot of names, but Joseph is the one I think that just like I thought of immediately.
Yeah, I see the top 3 that come to my mind right there on the chat is Dashing Grandpa, Pull My Gig, and Bud Soda. Those 3 probably are the first ones that pop into my head.
Yeah. Yeah, Bud Soda's everywhere, man. Bud Soda is everywhere. I think he's subscribed to everybody. He calls my show UDM. He's here right now. Bud Soda's legit dude. Like, he is a subscriber, 100%.
Wonder if he's doing everything from his phone or if he's like actually like on a desktop watching videos, because the amount of comments he puts, I would want to be behind a keyboard.
Yeah. I bet he's got a phone. I bet he's got it all. But
I wonder how many people watch on a desktop nowadays.
I think few. I mean, I think some people watch on TVs, but a small amount on desktops. Maybe I watch on desktops sometimes if I'm, you know, doing my office time and I'm whatever. But usually it's on my phone. Like 90% of the time, it's on my phone.
Yeah, me too. Because as soon as I get in my car, the first thing I do is I put my phone on the little magnet, and then I go to YouTube and I just whatever pops up. Just I don't know. Every time my car just goes straight to YouTube. Yeah.
I've become very, I have to, I'm a planner. And because with the new baby and a lot of stuff I got going on, like everybody's busy, right? We always throw that word around busy. Everybody's busy, right? Busy is relative to you. But like, I have to schedule every 30 minutes of my day. So like from when I wake up and I got the baby and I'm doing this and I'm checking emails, I'm making phone calls, I'm setting my day up. I get in the car, I'm making a video, I'm working, I'm grinding. You know what I mean? I'm checking on the vending machine, I'm doing whatever. I come home, I got the baby again, I got to feed her, take her a bath, put her down. And then it's another 30 minutes. All right, let me check YouTube comments because the video just came out. Then I got to give the girlfriend some time. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, every 30 minutes is like scheduled for me. So like even watching YouTube, like you said, you get in your car and you watch it. I do the same thing. I'll have it turning in the background as I'm waiting for orders to see what's going on in the gig community or whatever. But like, I have to have a schedule. If I don't, my day just kind of falls apart.
Damn, dude, you're really busy. When you said all the stuff with the family, I'm like, damn, that's like a second full-time job right there. It's like,
Tanner, when I'm telling you, bro, like this last couple of weeks I've been home, I haven't done anything, right? So like I've been bored off my ass watching, it's been cool. I'm spending time with the kid and the girl, but like I've been bored, like bored. So like, but usually, yeah, from 7 a.m. to 10 o'clock at night, every 30 minutes is planned out, calculated, planned out. I stay busy, I stay active. That's how I get stuff done, man. That's how I make a video every day too. Like you have to have a plan. It don't matter what you're doing in life. Like if it's important to you, if you can plan your day out, there's enough time. That's why one of my biggest pet peeves, bro, is like when people are like, oh, I'm too busy. I think that is a load of crap.
Yeah.
I think if something is important enough to you, you'll find the time.
Yeah.
Right. Like people do a lot of things that they don't understand that is like actually a waste of time. Or, oh, I'm too busy to work out. All you got to do is wake up 45 minutes earlier every day. You can get a workout in, right? So there's always time. And like, I got a newborn. So if I can make it happen and I got all these other things going on, like a lot of responsibilities, I think saying people are too busy is an excuse because they don't want to put the effort in.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the books that I'm reading right now is, what's it called? Extreme Ownership. And that's owning every single problem that comes into your life, whether you think it's your fault or not fault. It's, you need to take extreme ownership of everything that happens to you in life. And I feel like that's something that's very lost in today's society. People are constantly blaming other things. It's never their fault that this happened or that, or it's not my fault I can't go to the gym or something like that. But the moment you start owning every single thing, like for example, maybe it's someone else, they're like the problem for you, someone's constantly treating you like shit. If you own that problem, you can either avoid them, you can control how people talk to you. Like people treat you the way that you teach them to treat you, if you're just okay with like getting stomped over, then they're going to become accustomed to that. But if you say, hey, you don't talk to me like that or something, they're going to stop talking to you like that. You train people how to teach how they treat you, basically.
Yeah I can get down with that. I think you got to treat yourself well too. Like, you know what I mean? Like you got to treat yourself right, so you understand what that's like. You got to treat people around you right, so you can live and act in that way as well, so you can recognize when somebody's taking advantage of you or not respecting your time or whatever. But like, yeah, man, I think there's too many people that just complain a lot. And I fall into that sometimes. I complain about the gig apps or whatever, or somebody saying something crazy. But at the end of the day, like we can control most of what happens around us. I believe that. And we can't be looking for people to help us do everything and give us this. And like, there's so many opportunities out. I mean, that's what makes America great, man. Like it's hard for a lot of folks, but there's a lot of opportunity here. And I feel like everybody's hiring. We should all be doing okay, I think. And I feel like if you're not, there is a large percentage of people that, can't control certain of their environment or maybe where they're born and things like that. But like, even if you lose your job, like there's another job the next day. That's how I feel. Like we should all be able to be making it. I really believe that. I really believe we can. I know that's going to be something that a lot of people don't agree with, but I feel like, I think if it's important to you, you'll make it happen. That's one thing I really believe in. If it's important, you'll make it happen. A lot of people say they'll lose their job, but then they don't go looking for a job, and they complain that they just got fired, and they'll sit at home for a month, but they don't do something about it. I think I'm about, let's figure out a solution. Let's do something about it. Let me get a job. Let me go on Indeed. Let me do this. Let me get a Doordash app, whatever it is, I'm going to make it happen, and that's really important to me.
Yeah. I think everyone has different starting places in life. Some people are privileged, some people are not, but everyone's going to have opportunities that come up in their life. And you also have to force opportunities to be created around your life. Like if you're not out there marketing yourself, like you have to treat your whole body in life and career as a business. Like you have to market yourself. You have to go out there and apply to new jobs, try to move up the ladder. Like if a business is not constantly getting better, then they are going to go bankrupt. And that's the same thing for you as a person. Like, you got to treat it like a business and want to get better and invest into yourself, bet on yourself, you know?
Oh,
but, yeah. A lot of people just become complacent. And that's why I think the best thing people can do is like work out first thing in the morning. Cause for the rest of the day, you're like wide awake, you feel good, you look good, like everything, all the cylinders are firing.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, I think that's important. I don't do as much working out. I do a lot of sports and stuff. I'm not somebody that ever like went to the gym. I think like you do, I think that's part of your routine, you know, and it's good for you. You're healthy, you're in shape, and like that's important. I was never somebody that went to the gym like that, but I'd go to the gym and play ball, or maybe I'd go out, you know, throw a football around or play disc golf or like do something active in that way. That was always kind of what I like to do. But like the gym part, I think you're right, man. Like starting your day, when I used to run a lot years back, and I'd run maybe a mile or two in the morning. And it always, those days when I did it, I would do it like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, were some of my best productive days at work, because like my energy was up. I felt good. My mind was right because I was listening to some good music or a podcast or something like. So I think you're dead on when you talk about getting your body moving in the morning. I think that is really important.
Yeah. All right. A few more questions before I let you go. Let's talk about that gig conference. Is that going to happen?
Yes, 100%. Probably in July. I'm going to be talking about it and putting community posts, and I'm going to make some kind of flyer and try to get it out there to people's email. That's happening. Whether 20 show up or 200, 100% it's happening.
I'll be there. That 2 people, sure.
Yeah, 100%. I know there's going to be some people, you know, a lot of people say, oh, I'm going to go. And they've said it in comments but as I start talking about it, I want it to be a little closer to the time so that people can actually, there's a little momentum, but it's definitely happening. Oh, DoorDash deliveries in here, bro. This guy's everywhere. I don't know if you know who he is, but
does that mean that he super chatted?
He super chatted you. Yeah, but he's like a TikTok viral star. He does cool lives. Like he's a lot of energy, bro. You got to check him out, man. He's cool.
That's my first super chat.
Really? He was in my live on Wednesday, and he chatted me a couple of times. Really cool guy, man. Shout out to
it. I gotta have him live stream.
He's cool.
That's cool. Yeah, that's my first super chat. I haven't been doing the live streams in a while. Okay, what was my next question? When am I gonna get you to Vegas? We got to do a ride along together.
There you go, man. I've never been to Vegas, man. And I know you talked about having a gig conference out there. Like, I just don't know. I know it's just, I feel like it's too far west. I want to keep it central, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. My girl wants to go to Vegas. I know she'd probably like to go out there. We want to travel out west more. We've thrown around the idea of doing like a van, kind of like the van life for a few months. I think that would be awesome. And if we do that, going west would be the destination area we would go for sure. Yeah. I mean, if I ever wind up in Vegas, I'll hit you up, but I ain't trying to go dashing. I'll say that. Like, we can go drink or catch a show or something, but I'm not going to go dash with you. Like, I ain't doing that.
Yeah. If you ever want to come out here, I got tickets. I got free tickets to all the Cirque du Soleil shows. Fucking
That's cool to see one of those. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I got friends in all of the shows, so I can get tickets to just about any show.
Yeah. I know the food's great out there. I've had family and friends that have gone. I've just never been to Vegas, man.
Yeah. I think I'm going to be driving through St. Louis at some point later in the year too, on my way to Chicago as well.
Man, I can show you a great time in St. Louis. St. Louis is extremely underrated with having a good time. Trust me.
Dude, I've never even been there except for driving through and then taking photos of that like giant.
The arch.
That's St. Louis, right?
Yeah, that's the arch. Yep.
Yeah, I tried to fly a drone right there and it freaking crashed.
Yeah. So if you've been to like the arch grounds, or I mean, that's like 10 minutes from where I live. So yeah. I know that area very well.
Yeah. Sweet. That is everything I got on my list. Anything else you want to say before I let you go and get back with your kids?
Oh man, thanks for having me, bro. It was fun, man. We got some good people in here tonight. Long overdue. Yeah, it was cool. Roy says Vegas sucks. He lives out in Vegas, so that's why he says that, I'm sure. Yeah.
I like Vegas though. For me, it's like perfect because it's such a small group of like acrobats in like circus community. So it's like I went from like California where I'd have to drive like an hour to hang out with someone who did the same shit as me to like everyone's in this small area. So this is like the spot to be for me, at least.
But look at Bud Soda says everyone's here. It's been over 3 hours of live Gigtube. So like UDM was live. UDM goes live like twice, I think. No, like 3 times on Friday.
Really?
Yeah, UDM like has Fridays on lock. He does like a 3 o'clock. He does like a members only at like 8 or 8:30. Then he does another one at like 9. So UDM does like 5 or 6 of those a week. But yeah.
Damn, I got to start doing some more.
Lives are fun, bro. I mean, I'm telling you, man, when I do them on Sundays and I have a blast. I do like live call-ins. On Wednesday, I did one this middle of the week and I never do, but I was home and I haven't worked. I was like, let's do a live. And all I do is do a live Q&A, kind of like what we just did. And I read the chat. I ordered some DoorDash Burger King and like people were in the chat as I was like getting it and I ate. Like, it's just fun, man. Like to read the chat. I think people enjoy it. And and I didn't even talk a lot of gig work on Wednesday. We didn't talk really anything DoorDash. It was more just, we're just talking shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. We should do this more often. I like the, like one word thing or one word when you think of this, or like those little, series. I think those are fun.
I mean, no, those are cool. Yeah. That was fun. I haven't done anything like that in a long time. That was cool.
Sweet. Yeah. What's this guy's name again? DoorDash Delivery. Is that his name of his channel?
That's the name of his channel. Check him out, man. Yeah, he shows a lot of love. He's got a lot of energy, man. He's got a TikTok. I think it's called Driver Addict, and he's pretty big deal over there. But he's a cool guy, man.
On TikTok, do you do TikTok at all?
What's that?
Do you do TikTok at all?
I had a TikTok in the beginning of the year when I first started my channel. I think I did like 10 or maybe 12 TikToks, but I've disabled it. I don't even have TikTok anymore. For me, TikTok is dangerous. I would scroll too much, so I got rid of it. I don't have it. Yeah.
I have one and I have like a few thousand followers, but I never use it.
Yeah. I never even got up to that. I just didn't do enough with it, but I would just get on there too much. And if you watch 1 or 2 things just for a few seconds, that's what the TikTok will kind of show you. The algorithm's really crazy. And I was getting sucked into things I shouldn't be watching. So I just got rid of it.
Yeah. I actually just bought this TV. It's my first TV I've ever had in my life. And TikTok is downloaded on it. So when I turn on my TV and if I don't press anything, it just automatically goes to TikTok. And it'll just play in
TV, like YouTube and TikTok and like.
Yeah. And TikTok for some reason is like the first thing selected. So if I just don't touch anything, it just automatically starts playing TikTok videos.
Huh. Yeah. So hold on. You just said you just got your first TV and you're 31. So can you explain that to us for just a second here? We don't have to leave yet.
I have never had a TV my whole life. I just thought it was a waste of time. I haven't played video games since the first Xbox. I've just never wanted a TV. Like this TV that's like right there is the first TV that I've ever had in my whole life that I've like bought and stuff. I have like one in my podcast studio, but that's not for watching TV. And then I have one that's in my living room, but that thing is only turned on for the UFC every Saturday. But this is like my first TV that I actually bought.
You're big into that. You like that UFC? Like you watch that every week?
Yeah, I mean, like Tony's one of my business partners, and he's in the UFC. So just that, I'm so interested for like, I don't know. I find whoever I'm voting for is just whoever might be like better for Tony to fight or something, So that I was a huge fan of it before Tony came into Off Axis as well. Tony was my favorite fighter.
Yeah, he's legit. Yeah, he's a big name too. Yeah, like he's.
So like the fact that I'm even doing business with him, I was actually just texting him right before this live stream too. I was just down in Cali and I was supposed to go there today, but I got this call to do I got to build a half pipe in the next couple of days, which is going to be a pain in the ass. So probably no YouTube videos for a few days. But
when you make something like that, is that a one-time use deal? Because I'm sure you've made half pipes before, or do you have to make it and you can't really disassemble it and redo it? How does that work?
So I have a box jump setup, which is basically a half pipe with a big, huge jump in the middle. So but right now it's taken apart. It's just 2x4s and plywood. So there's just this gigantic pile of wood in my backyard, and I'm going to pull the pieces out of that. And a half pipe is actually a third of my ramp. So if I only build a third of my setup, it's just a little half pipe. So that's what someone just booked that for, like a corporate gig. So we do a lot of parties where we'll just show up and we'll just be in the corner, and it's like, I think this one's for a business, like holiday party or something like that. And they just want like X Games.
Like entertainment. They want entertainment in the background, kind of, right? Yeah. That's cool, man. Wow. So I think that's neat that you have, it's funny how people can make money doing fun stuff, like, because I would imagine that kind of, it's a business, but it's fun. You're having a good time. You're around people that are having fun. You guys are athletes. You're doing these tricks and stuff. Like, I think that's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah. So funny story. Last week, I was dressed up as an LED robot getting paid to ride a hoverboard around on a stage in front of like 5,000 like corporate business people. So they like, that's a pretty common act, is like, or like client is big corporate conferences, and sitting in this business room or like this business conference for a really long period of time gets really draining. And you're just sitting there like when you fall asleep, like when you're at school or something, it's kind of the same thing. So they'll bring us in to like wake everyone up halfway through the conference or something. And
that's smart.
I was riding around on a freaking hoverboard in an LED suit.
Let me ask you a question. What's the craziest stunt you've done, or trick, or what's the craziest thing you've done when you've been doing this kind of work, or even just outside of like work, like in person? Like, I know you've jumped off cliffs and shit, but like, what's the craziest thing you've
done? Okay. So craziest, which is like not actually crazy, but I was a freaking Easter bunny one year.
Okay.
It's just funny. It's not really crazy, but people pay good money for someone to show up to their birthday, or not their birthday, their Easter party dressed as the Easter bunny.
And you did.
I'm like, dude, I could have been anyone. I could have been a homeless guy who just shows up, because you don't show up with your, like, you show up in the suit, you get out of the car, you're wearing the full Easter bunny, and there's talking
about you were the bunny.
I was the bunny.
I need some pictures. I know there's video or some pictures somewhere of that. You got YouTube your thumbnail.
I have a video about it.
That should be your thumbnail of your next video.
I have a YouTube video called "I Am the Easter Bunny." It's old, way before I did like DoorDash videos, but it's on YouTube for sure.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow.
He dresses the Easter bunny, but yeah, it's a weird. Yeah, he's right there by the door. Hold on, I'm doing live stream. Yeah, but it's weird because you just show up, you're dressed as the Easter bunny with a full-on like hat and everything, and then you're all of a sudden you're running around hiding eggs from the kids and stuff, and all the kids want to punch you. That was the weirdest thing I ever did. But as far as craziest, like the craziest things I've done are all in the intros of my video. So like that 70-foot cliff.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the craziest thing I've ever done, because I would do that flip 4 times a day. It's a 70-foot cliff. When you're hitting the water, you're going around 60 miles an hour. So if you are not hitting the water exactly perfect, straight, like you can't have your arms up, nothing. You have to land like a perfect pencil, head up. If you're just off a little bit, you can get knocked out, or you can die very easily. You belly flop off that, you're dead. So that was like the craziest thing I would do. And then there's this other stunt we would do on ramps where we do flips. I actually just posted this on my Instagram the other day, but we would do flips over each other, and it's called a flare, which is like a 180 backflip. You go up a ramp. We do flares over each other, and I would have this biker missing me by about like 2 feet as we flip over each other. Yeah. Or we've done stunts where we flip straight on at each other, but we go over each other like that.
That's crazy. I could not do that. I would not jump off a cliff like that. I mean, there's just no, I don't have the, I would hurt myself. I wouldn't be the guy that would be able to go straight down. I'd probably break it, knock myself out or break an arm or something. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way I could do that. No way.
Yeah. The crazy thing though is those are like like the cliff diving is like 95% mental, because it is extremely easy to do one backflip when you have like 5 seconds to do it. So when I'm jumping, I'm not actually jumping like trying to flip. I'm actually jumping to not flip, because when you have 5 seconds to only do like one flip, you basically are just stepping off and just leaning back just the teeniest bit. Because the last thing you want to do is like flip too much, you know?
Wow. Yeah, I don't know, but I'll take your word for it. You're the professional, but that to me, like, I can't even skateboard, man. I've tried skateboarding or like roller skating, ice skating. I can't do. I don't have balance like that, and I don't have the confidence. But like, if we're playing some kind of sport that has like a ball, I'll play any kind of sport that's got a ball or it involves some kind of running, or that I'm good. But like the other kind of like the X Games stuff, that to me is so amazing and cool, because I feel it's so foreign to me. It looks so hard. It looks difficult. You know what I mean? I mean, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah. Let's see. Did you see that study that adrenaline helps depression? Would you say that's true? I 100% would say that's true. Like, I have basically never been depressed my whole life. I've gone through like bad breakups and stuff. That's about it. I think adrenaline is like a huge way to solve depression. But it like an adrenaline junkie, that's like a real thing though. Like every once in a while, like I just will wake up and I'm like, I have to go jump off a cliff or something. Like I need to like do something really dangerous. Or if you ever come to like our parties that we have in Vegas, like it's just a bunch of adrenaline junkies, like alcohol and seeing who can do the dumber thing. Like the other day, my friends, okay, this is how dumb my friend group is. The other day, it wasn't the other day, it was probably a few months ago. We had a dartboard, right? And my friend Mason wanted to stand with his head right below the dartboard and have someone throw the dart at it. And it's like the real needle ones, you know? And they fucking hit him right in the head. And he's bleeding everywhere. And I was like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you guys?
Deserves that. I'd say that's on him.
Yeah, so this is like circ sacrifice shit.
Do you think that some of that adrenaline could be good, but do you think it could be bad? Like if you're too much adrenaline, you're not facing some of the issues head on because you're masking it with the adrenaline. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And being like an adrenaline junkie when you're younger and not cautious about things, like I quickly learned when I was like 24 and I was like competing scootering professional, I was like, man, these competitions are like 50% skill. And then the other 50% is who cares about their body the least. Cause I'm over here sitting there like, dude, if I get hurt, I'm not going to get paid for it. Like, I'm not going to get like, I'm going to miss the next tour or something like comes up. And I'm like, think of it more like a job. And then you realize people are just like, they could just die at any moment doing some of these things.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never been an adrenaline junkie like that. The most thing I've done, I mean, I've been on float trips and like climbed up the side of a tree and jumped into the river or something like that. But that's nothing. Yeah, I've gone speeding pretty fast a few times on the car on the highway, faster than I like to admit. But that's it. Like I've never done anything else that I think would be considered like adrenaline junkie or anything like that. It's just I never rocked like that.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Like ever since I was a little kid, I always wanted to go to the skate park, and my mom wanted me to just do team sports, and she hated that I would like go to the skate park. And then eventually I started making money off of it. And it was like, that just turned into my life, was do crazy things and then film them.
Yeah. It's funny how like
be a professional fun haver.
You're getting paid to do it. It does make things a little more fun sometimes, right? You know, you're making money and you're doing something you like that's kind of like the best of both worlds, in my opinion. You know, like people ask me, Tanner, like they'll be like they like will critique the fact that I make a lot of videos and that they think I treat it like a business. And I don't look at making YouTube as like a job, because I actually enjoy it. And I feel like if you're doing something you enjoy, if you're making money, that's just great. Like you're lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like YouTube is a job for me. I treat it with respect and I schedule things, but like I'm having fun doing it. And I've met a lot of cool people doing YouTube, you know, and I'm helping people. So like, it doesn't seem like a job to me. I don't know if you think it is, but like, it doesn't seem like that. I think some people can view it that way and that's cool, but I don't feel like it's like a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think of the Daily Dash is like my diary.
I like that. That's cool.
Because eventually one day I'm going to look back and I'm going to be like, be able to look at all the days like, oh, this is what I was doing. Or like, for me, I'm kind of just trying to document my entrepreneur experience. So like I mean, if you go back and watch my videos like 2 years ago, I was making $100 a day every single day and filming the entire thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like you see the constant progression of my business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like going from like having only one shoe model and like having to make like $100 a day on Postmates and stuff. And then eventually YouTube started paying me and I like made this whole like celebration video. Like I'm finally making money on YouTube.
I think our YouTube journeys are actually have a lot of similarities. Cause when I did my channel, I started it to like show people what I'm doing, chronicleize my journey to become a small business owner, to become independent. You know what I mean? And I did DoorDash to make money doing it full time, but on my time. And now I've actually, you know, you start making some money on YouTube and then you start other things that you have passions and interests for start panning out. So that you do a little bit less DoorDash because you don't need to. So I think our journey on the YouTube is very similar in that regard. And eventually I know my channel will morph into something else because I'm not going to end the channel if I stop doing DoorDash. But I also know if I stop doing DoorDash and talking about it all together, I know not as many people will watch and that's okay. But my channel will evolve with me. You know, what I got going on, you know, if the vending machines start doing a lot better, if, you know, I got a lot of other little passions I have, I'll start talking about those. That's what it'll be. I'm not just going to do DoorDash just to keep a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like I could do that for probably a long time and continue to make money, but like, that's not what's important, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel the same way. I'm like in the middle of a pivot right now, like trying to move away from just DoorDash content.
Yeah.
I don't do it very often anymore. I still do it when I want to get out of the house, but yeah, eventually I want it to be more of like an entrepreneur related channel or kind of just like a vlog, you know, so I can just kind of like do whatever I'm doing at that point in my life.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel that, man. I think that's, you know, that's kind of where I'm at with it. And it's just, you know, it's fun. I think people enjoy obviously watching. Like we got 49 people in here now. We've had like 60, 70 people. We're just talking, but people like that because I think it's relatable and they like to see what we're saying. And like, that's the kind of content people like, that reality kind of stuff. And people start watching reality TV shows and like, that's a popular stuff. And I think there's value in that, you know?
Oh man, we need a reality TV show gig channel.
Oh man. Well, we've got them already. Think about it. We got them. Within this community, we already have the Gigtube Drama. We already got people talking shit. We got people making videos, you know, and then we also have like the actual people that just do the Gigtube and they're not part of that. And they're funny and entertaining, like Nugs and Megan Risman. Like, you know, you got the scapegoats out there. Like some people don't like Bentley Coupe or More Financials or like the people talk a lot of shit on them. A lot of people talk shit on me. Like we kind of have that reality show within YouTube already, I think, in some ways. We got the Gigtubers, you know, the people that always want to make sure the YouTubers are actually saying the right things, you know, like we have that within all the channels if you put them together.
Yeah. DoorDash Delivery says, Pedro, just start a second channel.
Oh, I have a second channel. It's called Pedro Reacts. I react to live. I do my live reactions to music that I've never heard. So I don't know if I started it maybe like a month ago. I've done 4 videos. So like subscribers will comment a song they want me to react to. And I always pick a song that I've never heard of or a group I've never heard of. And I just take my live reaction to me listening to it. And then I give like my input on it. So, and that's just like a little passion project for me because I like music and want to learn different genres. And it's fun. It takes me 10 minutes to make a video. You know, it's real easy. It's fun. So I already got that, bro. Go check it out, man. Pedro Reacts. You could sub right now if you want.
Yeah. I'm like, man, the idea of starting another YouTube channel seems like such a freaking gigantic weight to pick up. And I'm like, I don't think I have it in me right now for another YouTube channel.
I feel okay now because it's like, I'm only doing like one video a week, but we'll see how I feel. If it takes off, I might, who knows what'll happen. But if something's important to you, like we talked about earlier, you'll find time for it. You know what I'm saying? Like if that just means me having a second channel means I watch half an hour less of YouTube content from other people, then that's cool. I'll take that half hour and I'll shift it towards the second channel. If that means I need to wake up a little bit earlier in the morning to do it, then that's what I do. And for me, like I work, man. I'm like almost like a workaholic. I put the time in. I enjoy doing stuff. I enjoy being busy. Like, so for me, like having a second channel, it's almost like it gives me something else to like get up for and to do and look forward to, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. I think of my podcast as like kind of like the passion project. Because I enjoy that. The entertainment podcast doesn't make any money at all. So that's just fun for me. And it's just me talking to like either circus people or entrepreneurs or anyone who's in like the entertainment industry. My neighbor is he's the host of this MTV show called The Challenger or the MTV Challenge, something like that. And I had him on, and I've had a few other pretty like low end celebrities on the channel or on the podcast as well.
Yeah, that's cool. Like seeing D-list celebrities.
Yeah. I would almost say my neighbor's like an A-list celebrity though. You know, he's the freaking main host. His name's TJ Lavin. He's like the host of he's
a host of a TV show.
Host of an MTV show called The Challenge.
Yeah.
Or The Challenger or something like that.
I would say A-list to me is like Tom Cruise, Will Smith.
Yeah. So he is like B.
B, C, maybe. He ain't A-list is like, the guys we see, The Rock and, guys like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe one day to start. Maybe, and you know him and you knew him before he blew up.
Dude, I'm actually pretty mad at The Rock right now.
How can you be mad at The Rock? Explain.
All right. So I have an MMA footwear company, right? My UFC fighter would walk out and like promote our shoes and stuff, which are right here. The Tony Ferguson's, the MMA.
Yeah.
And The Rock just today signed a deal with the UFC to where his footwear company has become the official footwear of the UFC. So whenever they're walking out, they have to wear The Rock's shoes. So I saw that and I was so devastated. And I was like, no.
Like, but it's The Rock, bro. You can't compete. I mean, you can, but right now The Rock has a lot of weight. He's one of the biggest superstars in the entire world. Would you not say? Yeah, I mean, he is like legit. So you mean to tell me Tony Ferguson was gonna wear your shoes, but now contractually he has to wear The Rock shoes when he walks. But Tony can work out in your shoes, correct?
He can work out in our shoes. Just when they walk out to the octagon, they have to be wearing all Venom clothes and now The Rock's shoes.
So I know The Rock had a thing with Under Armour where he had his like little side brand with Under Armour. Is it something like that or is it different?
Blue Under Armour.
Yeah. Damn.
Project Rock.
That sucks because if Tony Ferguson's gonna fight a big fight and he's walking out in your shoes, that's a big deal for you.
Yeah, no, he's done that before.
Yeah, I mean that's
shoes before.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Wow. Damn. Well, I mean, I think that I think you have a legitimate argument. I'll give it to you. It's all good.
I'm mad at The Rock.
Dude, The Rock is a machine, though. You ever watch some of his stuff? Like that guy, I mean, and he came from nothing. Apparently, I think he came out I know his dad was like a wrestler and he played at the University of Miami football. But like at some point, I think he said his story is he came to LA and had like $7 in his pocket.
Damn.
I don't know how true that, his dad came from money, but I think his dad died like when he was young. But like he wanted to be into Hollywood. He came to LA or whatever with $7, bro. That's crazy to me, man.
Yeah, that is crazy. So many people do that too. They move to LA to like get famous or like follow this dream. And I did the same thing. I was trying to be a stunt guy in LA. And then I soon realized it's like how many people's dicks can you suck? You know, like everywhere you go, it's like you gotta try to be so nice to this guy, or you gotta meet this guy, you gotta meet that person. You know, like it's just about like
not doing all that.
and like I know I'm like, well, I don't fall in that category. So
yeah, I'm not the kind of guy that would like kiss ass or anything like that. I would love to be in like the entertainment, like to be an actor would be really cool. I've been in a few plays, but like I just don't have the balls to move out to LA and do that. But I wouldn't be the kind of guy that would like kiss somebody's ass for a role. No way. I think my pride's too big for that. I just couldn't see myself doing it.
Yeah. It takes you forever. Like you have to, there's all these qualifications to get into the Screen Actors Guild called SAG. It's
yeah.
And you have to do certain, like you have to have your face for at least like 3 seconds in at least 3 SAG qualified movies or commercials or something like that. And once you do that, you get the SAG credits. Or for example, like I had, we put on the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Sports Awards. So just being on that show automatically qualified me for it. But then you have to pay like all these union dues and stuff.
Yeah. That's wild. Cool. Hey man, we had a good talk, man. We'll have to do this again.
Yeah, dude. Let me know when you're free. Let's do it. Let's get Hannibal in here soon.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I gotta talk to him anyway, but yeah, maybe in a couple weeks we could do another Friday night or something. I think he'd probably be down for that. That could be a fun conversation.
Yeah, let's do it. That'd be sick.
Cool. I'll keep you updated, man, and have a good one, man. Good luck with what you got going on. Keep grinding. I was happy to see you betting on yourself, bro. And I'm in your corner, man. I think what you're doing over there is impressive. Don't care. Don't listen to the haters, man. You doing your thing, and you got something you got going on. You got multiple side hustles, and I think that's great, man. More people need to be doing stuff like that. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm stoked to see all the growth on your channel too. I remember watching one of your videos and you had like 153 subscribers.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been crazy.
Videos.
But I think the thing is, like, I make a video every day. So like that rhythm, like I force you. I force people. I force myself upon people. And I'm a pretty opinionated dude. So that's why I attract the people that might like me, but also the people that don't. So it works. So I'll take it, so.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
All right. Later, everyone.